Hello and welcome back to this week's top 10 plants from Bransford Webs. This week you're joining me in our Keda house, which is currently full of hydrangeas, which are growing away nicely. And as you can see, a little bit of bud coming on there. So for 2-3 more weeks and they will be online, but they are looking fantastic at the moment. It's a house absolutely full of hydrangeas. So it's been really variable, hasn't it, with the weather? Hopefully now the weather's just improved at the moment. I've got a bit of a settled spell. Perfect gardening temperatures, so now is the time to do your summer refresh, freshen up those borders and containers, stuff that's been looking a bit tired after a long, cold, wet spring. So with that in mind, we've got lots of inspirational stock to show you this week, so we'll get straight into the list. And this week's hero plant, it's a hero series really, but I'm just going to pick this one out. So it's the Inticantia Alströmerias. So these are bred by a company in Holland called Hilverda Florist. They breed a range of varieties that we grow, so the gerbils we showed you from last week are from them. But the Inticantia series are bred to produce masses and masses of flowers while remaining compact. So they work really well in the border, they reliably come back year after year in the border, but also perform really well in a pot. This is Moon. It was a new variety this year, and as you can see, it's got this lovely, delicate sort of white flower with the purple centres to it and the purple backs on the leaves. And you can see what I mean about the flower, just absolutely loaded in bud. And that will keep flowering all summer long. So that's the Inticantia series. We've got 6 colours available, so check out the full availability list. But Moon is a new introduction for this year, and that's why I've selected it as this week's hero plant. Another new variety for us this year is the Agastache Summerlong series. Again, there's 4 in this series, so there's nice yellows through to deep purples. We changed this quickly last year after we saw it from the breeders, because its flower power and its resistance to summer heat is just absolutely phenomenal. It's just starting to flower now, and it is an absolute riot of colour. When you see all 4 colours together in block, it looks fantastic. So that's the Agastache Summerlong series. A real summer plant then that we've got online now is our hibiscus collection. So we do both a normal collection, which I call standard collection, so things like Bluebird, which this one is, and we've also got the chiffons as well. As you can see, loads of bud on there, and the first flowers are just opening on a nice chunky 3-litre pot. More of a bordery plant, but will work well in a pot, but is the Leucanthemum Real series. So we've got 3 varieties in this mix, so check them out on our availability. This is Snowball. This is Snowball, just checking. I've got that right. As you can see, absolutely smothered in bud. So within the next sort of week, 10 days, when this starts arriving in garden centres, those buds will have popped. They will look absolutely fantastic, and they'll give that nice white colour, which on a nice summer's evening just reflects that light as you get into dusk. So it works really well just to lift the garden as you sat out there enjoying a glass of wine on a summer's evening. If you want something to go alongside you while you're having that glass of wine in the border, then you can't beat the Nemesia Nouveaux. Just absolute colour, and they will just keep giving. Whack that into a pot on your patio, keep feeding it, keep watering it, and that's just going to give you colour all summer long. A nice bit of fragrance too. Back to the border, and we've got the Paramo Delphinium series. So we've got 2 of these online. This one I'm going to check, so I can't tell why it's not in flower. It is Black Velvet. So this will produce a flower spike, just forming in there. 2-litre pot. Nice sort of mid-height Delphinium, but the flower colours are absolutely striking. Velvety, rich flowers on there. Work really well in the border. Back to another new variety. We launched this last year. This is Salvia Berry Blast. So a lovely upright variety, produces lovely long purple stems. As you can see, the buds are just forming on there. Again, by next week, they will be in colour in the plant area. And more new plants. It's a variety of new plants this week. So we've got 2 lots of dahlias. So this is Dahlia Lubega, but this is the dark series. So we've been doing the Power Lubegas for a number of years. Really cracking varieties, work really well in a container, work well in the border too. But the dark series has been bred for the dark foliage. So you've got 3 colours. The flowers all contrast the foliage really well, so they stand out well against the flower. These are in really limited numbers, so please check the availability and grab them while you can. We've only got a few hundred each of these, but we wanted to show you this week because they look stunning. And then also in the Lubega series, we've got the XLs. So the XLs have been bred to be taller, to have longer flower stems, so you can use them for cutting. So as you can see, you've probably got 6-inch on that one. The first one is quite short, and then as these new ones come up, they produce really long flower stems and some really, really vibrant colour. So again, we've only got 3 varieties of those, a few hundred of each, so please do check them out. Both will be on our stand at the National Plant Show this week, so I hope you come into Stoneleigh on Wednesday and Thursday and you can see some of our new introductions for 2027. That's it for this week. A fantastic weekend, fantastic week of sales. The sun keeps shining and we've got this lovely, perfect gardening weather that we're experiencing at the moment. Goodbye for now.